Let's go around in a circle with each of you guys and kind of discuss what your boundaries are when it comes to sexual activity, like what you're willing to do, what you're not, in terms of risk, like what you know is a risky situation, kind of like what you're willing to say to someone. You know, if your boyfriend's like, hey, let's have sex, not use a condom, are you gonna say something? Are you gonna speak up? Are you gonna suggest something? Like what are you willing to do to prevent yourself from risky situations? Samantha. So if you have a guy who's like, hey, let's have sex tonight, are you gonna be like, oh, I don't want to? Like, what are some effective ways of making sure you're safe in that situation? You're gonna ask him if he has condoms.
Be like, well, that's
Hold on, we'll get to you, Rich. We're gonna go to circle.
talk about it.
Would you do that? Well, if you talk about it with your partner, that's a really effective way of committing yourself to a pattern of non-risky behaviors, because both of you know where you're coming from, he knows where you stand, you know where he stands, so communicating effectively with your partner kind of risk patterns is a really great way, putting it out there, minimizing your risks. Okay. You? What are you gonna say to your partner to make sure that your risk is minimized? STD?
Ask him if he's got a condom. And if you don't, then tell him I ain't gonna have sex.
But you really think in that moment that you can say no?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Have some disability.
Oh, good girl. Okay, you? What are the other things you would suggest that are safer alternatives than to maybe partaking in sexual activity?
Hang out with other friends or
Yeah.
something like that.
But if you're in that moment, like the moment I presented to her, with your boyfriend, things are getting a little crazy. And he doesn't have a condom, and you're not on birth control, what are some things you can do, some other things that you could do that would lessen your risk? What are activities?
I look really
Call somebody, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And say what? Hey, we're about to have sex, and no one's a condom, so I guess we're not going to have sex. So what's up?
Like that.
You mean like call someone to go like hang out? Or
Yeah.
something else?
You'd be like, sorry, I have to go, you know?
Do you think that's a realistic expectation in the moment?
Like in the moment, like I see.
You guys are making out and then you're like, wait, let me call my best friend, you think? Because this is kind of all about like making you guys think, being like, what's a realistic thing that you could do in that situation, an alternative that's healthier. So it's just making you guys think, like, okay, what could I do in that situation? Like, these are realistic expectations. So, all right, Ritz, very cool. So it seems like you and your boyfriend are very open about like your past and kind of what birth control methods you use, and so you feel comfortable.
Yeah, actually me and him talk about things like that all the time, and I sit there, and because of where I work, I always have like the pamphlets, and I one time just kind of like bombarded him and just like, I brought him like a big bag of condoms and just kind of like threw it on him, and he just looks at me and he goes, what are these? And I was like, it was just like a joking manner, but it was kind of funny.
Cool, very good. Well, it seems like you.
Sitting on the
Yeah, well we sat there past like the 100 Durex condoms.
It seems like you've established boundaries really well with your partner, so it's really good and effective and awesome. Just communicating that you don't want to have anal sex with him is important as well. So, moving right along here to Jay, you're presented with that situation. What are you going to do to minimize your risk and establish boundaries with your partner? So you're in the heat of the moment, you're ready, she's ready, oh crap, I don't have a condom. What are you going to do? What is Mr. J?
Suggest something else.
Like what?
An anal scrub.
Excuse me, man. Like Scrabble. That's a good. That's okay. Do you think that's a realistic expectation?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. All right. You, sir.
Like next time, sorry, because I don't have a condom.
Next time, do you have a condom? Thursday. Okay. So basically, what I wanted you guys to see was that you need to be kind of really steadfast in establishing your boundaries when it comes to like sexual activity, whether it be with your partner, whether it be with a friend, whatever. Just sticking to kind of a set of ground rules that you have established for yourself, like morally, whatever, and just be very open, communicate with them kind of what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, and just being aware of kind of past sexual history of both yourself and your partner. Just keep yourself safe. So.
Are you almost done packing?
Yeah.
Okay. Time to go talk to Brian. So, Brian, while we're gone, we have a couple of rules to lay down for you.
Okay.
Okay. No friends after 8 o'clock.
What?
Nobody stays the night. And
Okay.
especially no girls.
No alcohol,
Oh, excellent. No parties.
no drugs.
We're gonna call you later tonight when we arrive at the hotel.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Have a good time.
I will. Hey, my parents are gone for the weekend. Call everyone and invite them over. All right, bye. Hey.
Hey.
The third party here?
Yeah. So yeah, what are you doing all weekend?
I don't know. I might just stay here and hang out with her.
But she's gonna have, alcohol here all weekend. It'd be fun to hang out.
So, you want to go into my parents' bedroom so we can talk?
Sure.
You can't leave me out here.
I'll just be gone for a second.
Man, whatever.
So, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Well, we've been dating for a while and I think it's time.
Well, I don't think it's time.
Why not?
Well, I'm just not ready.
Come on.
Well, we can do like other things.
Like what?
Go to the beach. Horseback riding.
We can do that every day, but when are we gonna have a chance that my parents are gonna be gone for the weekend?
Sometime later.
Don't you love me?
Well, yeah, but I'm just not ready.
Whatever, get out.
Whatever.
What did he say?
He just wants me to have sex, but I don't really want to.
Well, if he was a nice guy, he'd respect that.
Well, I don't know.
He's not worth it. It's okay. We'll have fun, all three of us.
I guess.